Hi everybody, Steve Anderson here for Be All Over. Here I am outside of Cairo, Egypt, standing in front of the mighty pyramids. My wife and I were just brought here by taxi. I'm right here, Diane, don't worry about me. Standing right here. Why don't you go over there and get some ice cream? It's a hot day. And you pay him. Don't let him decide what he's going to take. Our 15-minute cab ride just cost us $200 because she said to the driver, take what you think is right. The drive wasn't a nice experience. I hailed the taxi, and when he pulled up, he said, do you want to carry that old bag? And I said, why, yes. And he said, then tell her to get in. Anyway, that's the main reason why I'm getting her some ice cream right now, to kind of soothe her hurt feelings. We're right here in front of the Great Pyramid, as I was saying. It was erected for Pharaoh Khufu. It rises about 450 feet. 2.3 million blocks were used to build it, and it covers 13 acres. That's what it's sitting on. Pretty incredible, huh? Well, maybe you knew that the Great Pyramid is the only surviving member of the ancient 7 wonders of the world. You may remember some of the other wonders: the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, and the first Kentucky Fried Chicken on State Street. Back then it was called Greek Fried Chicken. There's an old saying, by the way, man fears time, yet time fears the pyramids. I've learned while I was here for Be All Over that wasn't the original saying. It was, man fears time, time fears the pyramids, and the pyramids fear Amway dealers. They dropped the last part when the first pharaohs got into multi-level marketing. That's how they got their big bucks. If you study your history, you'll see the later pharaohs had increasingly smaller pyramids. It always tails off like that. That's just the way multi-level marketing is. Anyway, archaeologists believe that it took 100,000 laborers about 20 years to build the mammoth Khufu pyramid. Think of that, 100,000 laborers. They could have finished it in only 5 years and saved thousands of lives, but the project was held up at the time by the ancient leader of Cairo, or the mayor, if you will. His name was Disquietus I. He was alarmed because it threatened a species of sand larva that lived here at the time. The larvae they're all long gone. They were eaten in one day in spring by a flock of migrating birds. It's now believed that it's the mayor's image that was originally carved onto the Sphinx. That image was defaced by Napoleon's men, who used it for target practice with their cannons, if you remember. In just the last few months, a picture of the ancient mayor was found in a sepulcher known as the Tomb of the Damned. It's a painting made out of goat byproducts, and it gives us an insight into the mind of Mayor Disquietus I. I used some of the studio's money to buy a replica of the original to add to our own lobby, where people can gaze and wonder at the man who held human life in such little regard. Yeah. There it is, right there. What do you think? Yeah, I'll be bringing this back with me. It's difficult to look at, isn't it? Those little beady eyes. You can see why Napoleon's men were so determined to blast away that smirk. Diane, don't let him eat your ice cream, honey. He can get his own. Go ahead and let him buy it. You don't know what people have got in their mouth. Honey, don't do that. And don't let him hold your billfold, please. All right, I gotta go. We'll see you later. Diane!